The atomic symbol for an element gives us quite a lot of information. So here's, for example, fluorine, and it's got these two numbers here written on the left-hand side, one at the top and one at the bottom. So one at the bottom is the number of protons in the atom, and that's what we call the atomic number. It's the number of protons, and that's specific for a particular element. It's the number of protons that define the element. So if it didn't have 9 protons, then it couldn't be fluorine. So the first definition we have is atomic number, and that is the number of protons, and it's always the smaller of the two numbers that are expressed here in the atomic symbol. So the other one is what we call the mass number, and that is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So from the mass number we can work out the number of neutrons in our element or in our atom. So for example, let's have a look at fluorine here. The number of protons is 9 because that's what the atomic number is. Now, so what's the number of neutrons? Well, so we said that the mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So we've got 19 as our mass number. If we take away 9, that means that 10 of them must be neutrons. So what does a mass actually mean? Well, it's in terms of atomic mass units. So protons and neutrons both have a mass of 1 atomic mass unit. And so we can say that one particular atom of fluorine actually weighs 19 atomic mass units. So we don't count the mass of the electrons. So they're only 1/1000th the mass of protons and neutrons. So we don't count them. But we can work out the number of electrons though. How do we work out the number of electrons? Well, in an atom, it's got an overall 0 charge. It's a neutral charge. So therefore, we have the same number of protons as we have electrons. So we have 9 electrons. So we can get all of that information from our chemical or our atomic symbol. So let's just write here, we can calculate the number of electrons, and that is the same as the number of protons, equal to the number of protons. So we can get all of that information. So let's do a few more. Let's do helium, He, and the two numbers are 4 and 2. Okay, so how many protons is it going to have? It's got an atomic number of 2, so therefore it's got 2 protons. How many neutrons? 4 take 2 is 2. How many electrons? It has the same number of electrons as it has protons, so therefore it has 2 protons. And so you can see that fluorine is heavier than helium. It's because fluorine has got a mass of 19, whereas helium only has a mass of 4. But that's how we can calculate the atomic number and the mass number, the number of protons, the number of neutrons, and the number of electrons.